Should be leaving in about 2 minutes. Oh, or now. Wayfinding sending me this way. It says this way. We are on schedule, no delays. This is not good. What the hell is going on? I could run faster than this. I hear it. Oh, we're gonna make it. Come on. It's 7 a.m. here. I'm on my way to Toronto. Today we are doing what's called a TTC speed run. The challenge is that you have to visit all 109 TTC subway stations in the shortest amount of time possible. The TTC has not opened a new subway line in about 20 years, and in the past 2 months, they've opened 2 of them, Line 5 and Line 6. In fact, Line 5 just opened yesterday. That means that the old record for the TTC speed run is now null and void since there's 2 new lines. So today, I'm gonna try and be the first person to claim a new record with all the new lines open. All right, I'm gonna do the rest in this confessional here so I'm not bothering anybody. So there's 2 major rules to this speed run here. We have to pass all of the TTC subway stations on a train. We can't just pop into a station and pop out. It has to be on the train. Number 2 is that you can move between stations by walking or taking public transit, but you can't bike or take an e-scooter between stations. You can take any public transit. You can take a bus, you can take a ferry. I've tried my best over the past few days to come up with the most optimal route possible, and I believe I've done it. It only requires 1 express bus, and there's very minimal backtracking as well. But most of all, I'm kind of a transit nerd, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this new Line 5. It looks really cool. It's gonna make a big impact on the city, and I can't wait to see the new trains, man. Heading down to the brand new Mount Dennis station. Kind of dark. They really got to brighten this place up a little bit. Okay, where do we go for the light rail? I see the sign, it's up this way. It's so weird, I feel like I'm in a different city right now. Like, this isn't Toronto, I don't recognize this. All the wayfinding is brand new. I like the big logos up there. The moment of truth, is Line 5 actually open? Unbelievable. Oh, beautiful. Oh, look at this wall here. Oh, beautiful. You'd think they'd use this for ads, but no. A brand new light rail. It's got that new station smell. Okay, so our train is just after 10:10, 10:11. Okay, so we got about 15 minutes before we have to go. Take a look at this beautiful little station here. I like the map up there. It kind of looks similar to Line 4. Looks like all of the stops are accessible. That's awesome. Love to see it. You can see there's some extra space here in case they wanted to add another car to increase capacity, which is good. That's forward thinking. Yeah, this is so cool. I can't believe we're here right now. So this started construction 15 years ago. I would have been 11 years old when they started construction on this thing. The planning stages were probably before I was even born. It's wild finally seeing it here. Everybody's been dogging on the Eglinton LRT for as long as I can remember, calling it a failed project before it was even finished. Now look at it. It's here. It's right there in front of us, and it's beautiful. So when planning the schedule, I had the first train depart at 10:13, but it looks like we've only got departures at 10:10 and 10:14. So I gotta make a choice here. I think leaving at 10:10 is probably gonna be a little bit better. I think this is the 10:05 leaving here, this one on top. So we are going to be taking the next train out of here. Probably gonna come in on this side. I've worked out the transfer time, so we should have just like a little bit of time at each station, like 3 or 4 minutes, so enough time to get to the transfer, but we should probably rush at each transfer just in case. And I also gotta remember to start the timer once the doors close. Okay, I think this is it here. Let me just double check. Yep, 10:12 it says now, which is a little bit better. Okay, let's board the new train. Very cool. These seats aren't too bad. Pretty comfy. Should be leaving in about 2 minutes. Oh, or now. See if we can take a look at the front here. Just coming to look at the view.
Yeah, no worries.
Thanks, man. What a steep grade. It's like a roller coaster. This is so cool. Can't believe I'm on the mythical line 5 right now. There's a hair on the lens. It's really loud in here. It's a lot louder than the other trains. Maybe there's less soundproofing in an LRT.
Arriving at Oakwood Station.
It's fast. It's a lot faster than line 6 from what I've heard. And we're only at the underground part. Later on in the line, it's gonna go above ground and actually have to stop at stops at traffic lights and stuff like that. So that's gonna be a little annoying. That's gonna slow us down quite a bit. I love the TTC announcements where they repeat the station name over twice.
Next station. Prochaine station. Cedarvale Station.
Cedarvale Station. So I brought some stuff in preparation for today's run to keep me occupied for the nearly 5 hours we're gonna be on transit this whole day. Some books down here, including a new one I just got called Happy City. A Coca-Cola for some caffeine and one single bottle of water. I only brought one because one of the biggest challenges of doing a speed run like this is your bladder, and I have a very weak bladder. The only way I can really screw up this run is if I piss myself, and I don't plan on doing that, so I gotta keep the amount of water that I drink to a minimum. The underground stations are pretty sexy, honestly. Very white and sleek and modern looking. The only argument I have against them is that they all look exactly the same. Like there's nothing unique about each station, like aside from the color of the back wall. It's a little unoriginal. I kind of wish they mixed it up a bit.
Avenue Station. Doors will open on the left.
We're at Eglinton Station now, the main transfer. We're not going to be transferring here. We're still going through all the way to the end of the line at Kennedy. We're 16 minutes in. I like all the space there is on the train here in the middle parts where the doors are. Makes it so when it's rush hour, there's a lot of people here. There's going to be a lot of room for everyone to crowd in here while still having the comfortable seats under where the wheels are.
Laird Station.
Bro, we are speeding through this tunnel. I feel like this is faster than the subway. Oh my. Really looking forward to the summer when I can see all these grassy tram tracks. It's gonna be like we're in Europe. Heading back underground for this next station, Science Center. I'm gonna go check out the back here. Science Center. Science Center Station.
Doors will open on the left.
The announcements are so incredibly loud back here. Holy shit. They do not need to be that loud. But I like how we... Shut the fuck up. That's a long station name. Anyway, I like this little alcove they have at the back here. This is definitely where the party's at on the train. I'm gonna be sitting back here like every time I'm on this.
Line 5 to Kennedy Station.
All right, now would be as good a time as any to check the status of our run. So we're 31 minutes in right now. Let me just go ahead to the next station here. What was that? Sloane? Anyway, we're gonna arrive at 10:57 at Kennedy Station. And then from there, there's a transfer on the 2. Okay, 10:57. The transfer is at 10:58. Shit. All right, so we got a 1 minute transfer to make when we get there. We got to run. If we don't make it, it's fine. There's one at 11:01, so we're only losing 3 minutes, but I would rather be on that earlier train. The truth of the matter is we're not trying to beat a time here, right? The line's just open. I am the first person to actually be doing this run. So we're gonna get the world record no matter what. There is no world record to beat, but I still want to set a really good time so it will be hard to beat if anybody else tries to do it. God, the surface level part of this line is so much slower than the underground part. Like we went through all of this in like 15 minutes, and then this small section here has taken another 15 minutes. I know we're probably more than another 15 minutes away from actually getting to the station. I still feel like we're making good time. Like this is honestly faster than I anticipated, especially the below ground section. We were flying through that. I don't really like how long we're being stopped at this red light though. We've kind of been here for a minute. All right, here we go, nice and slowly through this intersection. Apparently LRT trains and streetcars aren't allowed to go over 30k an hour through intersections, which is just ridiculous. Especially when you have cars on either side of the intersection going 50, 60k. Ah, yes, the beautiful Toronto winter. So pretty, I think. I like that the system map up here includes the regional rail lines now. So it's not just the TTC, you've also got the GO lines there to show people how to get around the city. Honestly, I'm surprised it's taken them this long to do that. I mean, it is a part of Toronto's transit, right? Even though it's not TTC. It's gonna help a lot of tourists navigate the city, that's for sure. Honestly, it's just kind of crazy looking at this. Like, this was what the map looked like 2 months ago. Luckily for this challenge, we do not need to do the GO stations, just the TTC ones. So we're at O'Connor right now. We're gonna get to the end over here at Kennedy, and then we're gonna take line 2 all the way back past where we came. Then we will be done 2 out of 5 total lines. That's a 4. Oh my God, this train slows down to a crawl at every intersection. Even if the light is green, it will like slow down and stop and then slowly go through at 30k an hour. Pharmacy station. Pharmacy. They're letting cars turn left before we can go. How sad. Okay, listen to how this station is pronounced.
Arriving at Hakimi Ledovic Station.
What language is that? Is that like some indigenous language? Kind of sounds like it. Whoa. That was kind of a rough stop. You know, I'm pretty sure these LEDs here can turn into any possible color. So why they just go with white, I have no idea. Also, it's not flashing like that in real life. I feel like I should point that out. It looks totally normal. The TTC isn't that dysfunctional. So we were supposed to make it for 10:57, and we still got 2 stops to go, and it's 10:59. Now we're expected to reach Kennedy at 11:06. So what options do we have at 11:06? 11:12, that's a little bit of a wait. Don't really want to do that. Maybe we can get in a little bit early, get the 11:05. That's wishful thinking though. We still got a little bit of a ways to go. It's crazy that this slow ass LRT was the same train. We were just going like 60, 70k an hour in a tunnel. The penultimate station on this line, and we will have read all of line 1. 5. Man, I'm off the ball today. Next stop, Kennedy. So there's a train leaving in 8 minutes at 11:12. That's probably gonna be our best bet. And so that gives us 5 minutes to find the platform. That gives us plenty of time. Oh, it's saying 11:11 now. Okay, so 11:07, that gives us 4 minutes, which is good. We're not gonna be too rushed, and at the same time, it's not gonna be a long time to wait at the transfer. It should be pretty quick and smooth. Surprised at how empty this train is. I thought it would be a little bit busier. It's been empty like the whole time. I've never seen more than like a dozen people on here at once, but it'll probably get busier as time goes on. It's also after rush hour. I strategically wanted to do this after rush hour, so the surface transit would be not that slow, but still pretty slow. All right, we've got plenty of time actually. Let's head up here. I might be able to catch an earlier train. Let me check. 2 minutes. 1 minute. Okay, wayfinding sending me this way. Now it says this way. Okay, down here. Well, that was fast. Oh no. Shit. Just missed it by like literally 3 seconds. Oh my God. That would have been so clutch. Okay, that's okay. Next train, 4 minutes. We just lost about 4 minutes. That's not bad. Oh, but that would have been so badass. Here we go. Heading on to line 2 now for the second part of our journey today. Let's just chill here. So even though this is a longer line than line 5, we should actually get to the end of the line a lot faster since we don't have to deal with the surface route part of the line. It's all underground here. I'm still out of breath from running earlier, Jesus. Gotta get used to that. There's gonna be a lot more of that coming up. At least I get an hour to rest between each run. So the new line is pretty dope, especially the underground portion. We were flying down there, but man, the above ground part definitely needs some work. It was very slow there. We were waiting for cars to make left turns while we're sitting there. Around May, they're gonna start giving them transit signal priority, which like, why not just do it now? All right, here we go. Out from Kennedy, all the way to Kipling. Let's see how far we are. 1 hour, 2 minutes. So that's still doing good. I've heard that line 5 sometimes could take an hour or more. So the fact that it only took about 55 minutes is not bad. We'll probably be arriving at Kipling around 12. And from there, we have to transfer on to the only bus of the route. I lied, there are actually above ground portions of this line. I meant grade separated. It's all grade separated here.
The next station is St. George Station.
All right, we're just about halfway through line 2 now. We're an hour 29 into the challenge. Let's see what our transfer time looks like right now. This is about 12:06 we should arrive. And then from there we need to take an express bus here. And that leaves at 12:04 or 12:09. Okay, not bad. Another short transfer. Alright, we got about 3 stops to go now. And we're above ground, so I can check out the times. We are scheduled to arrive at 12:02, and the bus, I think, is 12:04. Yeah, so we're gonna have 2 minutes to find the bus from the stop. I do have to keep in mind there are 2 bus terminals where we're going. There's one for Toronto and one for Mississauga, the neighboring city. So I gotta make sure I go to the right bus terminal. But that shouldn't be too hard. I'm pretty sure to get to the Mississauga one, you gotta take this massive tunnel. That takes a while. Well, the TTC one is just right on top of the subway station. So we just gotta get up there in 2 minutes. Well, hopefully this train pulls in on time. If it's even a minute late, we're probably not gonna make it. All right, we're here at Eglinton, the penultimate station of this line. Time to get ready to transfer. So I think we're a bit ahead of schedule here. I believe the train, bar any disasters happening before this last station, should pull in a little bit early, which gives us a little extra time to find that bus. I looked up a map of Kipling Station before I did this just to try and find where exactly the bus we need is. I believe it's the 3rd platform. When I scheduled this out, I think the 12:04 was the bus I planned on taking. 12 or 12:04, yeah. Okay, so we're still on schedule if we make this 12:04 bus. That's awesome. All right, so right now, pulling into Kipling, we're gonna take an express bus up there to the new line 6 at Humber College and then take that across. All right, which side are we getting off on? I guess it changes depending on which track we pull into. It looks like we're going on the right side. So I gotta find a staircase and I'm gonna run. How much time we got? We got 4 minutes. That should easily be enough time. There's this escalator there. Is there one coming up over there? I can't tell. But I think there is. There's an elevator. Would that be faster? I don't think so. I'm gonna run to the escalator here. Oh wow, we're right in it. Okay, that's perfect. Then we gotta go to platform 3, I believe. Can we exit out here? There it is, 927B. We don't need to run. We got 3 minutes, we're good. All right, we are on schedule, no delays so far. You love to see it. Ooh, we got an articulated bus, fancy. Thank you. All right, nice empty bus. Oh, this seat's way comfier than the subway. Look at all the development they got going on here. Good. It's good to have dense development near subway stations. Off we go. So this bus is one of the main reasons why I'm doing this run at this time of day. It's, what is it? It's 12:03 right now. We're actually leaving a little bit early. Hell yeah. That's good, because I'm pretty sure the transfer for line 6 is really tight. But anyway, a big reason why I'm doing the run at this time of day is because of this bus. It goes onto a highway, and I did not want to deal with traffic going on that highway. I just wanted us to zoom straight to line 6. So hopefully there's no traffic at this time of day, and we'll just be smooth sailing on to Humber College. All right, we're at an hour 55 so far, making great time. So this bus is just gonna come down this street to the 427 here, the highway, and then it takes that all the way up, makes one stop right there, and then stops up here at Humber College, where we're gonna get the line 6 train. All right, there was a little bit of traffic back there, mostly induced by other buses, like a bus in front of us would pull up to a stop, and you'd have to wait for that to leave before we pulled up to the stop. But now we just get to go on this highway and go across the entire city without stopping a single time. So that's pretty convenient for us. God, Toronto highways are so massive. They just go on forever. Imagine what else you could do with all this land. Like, imagine you just put a subway line underneath here, and then you put a neighborhood where this highway is. Wouldn't that be a much better use of space? We're going so fast, y'all. We're almost halfway there already. Just going past the airport now. It should be coming up just over there. So now I'm gonna check to see what time we're gonna arrive and what our transfer is. 12:21. We can get a Finch West at 12:23. That's a 2-minute transfer. And we're coming from outside too. It's not like it's a bus bay right next to where the train is. It's gonna be a little bit different. I've also never been here before, which makes it all the more difficult. And if we miss this transfer, if we miss this window, we have to wait 10 minutes for the next train because it's not rush hour. They're running off peak. Kind of a downside to not doing this at rush hour, but at the same time, like, there's no traffic on the road. All right, here's the sitch. So we're about 6 minutes away from that train being departed. I went and looked at the times I had set up for myself before I went on this run, and it turns out that's not the train I actually had scheduled and written down. It was the train after. So even if we miss this train, we're still gonna be on time, on schedule as I've written it, which is great. So if we make this train, we're actually gonna be ahead of what I planned by 10 minutes. It's very white here. We're just pulling up and it's 12:23 now, so unless it leaves late, we're gonna have to wait for the next one. Oh, I see it leaving there. Thank you. All right, that's okay, we missed it. That gives me 8 minutes till the next train. Actually, that gives me time to pee. I've been really needing to pee, and I was getting kind of worried because we're not even halfway done yet, but I guess this gives me an opportunity. I wonder if they have a washroom in the new station. There's the tracks there, the brand new tracks. This line just opened up 2 months ago or so. I've never ridden it before. There it is. We'll get on the next train. Let me double check when it is. Make sure there isn't an earlier one that I'm missing. 7 minutes, okay, we got plenty of time. Bro, we would not have made it either way. This light takes fucking forever. There we go. Excuse me, there's a washroom in this station?
Yeah, it's on the other side.
On the other, do I need an exit or entrance? Okay. Awesome.
You just want to take the elevator, take the other elevator on the other side, that'll be on your right.
Awesome, thank you so much, man. Let's see, we got 5 minutes. So we want floor -1. That is dope. Is there any other station in the system with washrooms? Oh, I mean Union. Let's go. Oh, look, they're using the color. There's color on the signs. It's not just white. Wow, these vehicles look super different. All right, I think the washroom's up here. We gotta be fast. I don't know why I'm dilly-dallying. Okay, thank God that washroom was there, man. I could not hold that for another 3 hours. Fuck that. Let's check out these new trains. They've got like double doors, 2 doors next to each other for capacity. I like that a lot. It's a lot longer than the other train. They don't split it off into 2 separate cars. It's all just one car. I like it. Oh, these seats are not that comfy. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the trains they have in Ottawa. You know what? Yeah, this is the exact same. These are the same as the Line 1 trains in Ottawa. Oh, damn. We're leaving pretty early. All right, line 6. Okay, so we pulled out of the station and then immediately stopped moving. Okay, here we go. Nice and slow, I guess. I could run faster than this. I hate that you can't see the front as easily as line 5. Like, why is it black like that? Let me see the front. Oh, hello. 2 hours, 23 minutes in. We are about halfway there. I'm not even going to think about looking at the next transfer times because line 6 is so unreliable that whatever it says now is not going to be the time we arrive. Who the hell knows when this train is getting there? We are going abysmally slow. This is ridiculous. Bro, I've heard the rumors online about how slow and terrible this new line is, but oh my God. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's this bad. Oh, we're coming above ground now. And now we're stopped at a red light. Beautiful. Bro, don't tell me the bus gets to go first. Okay, we're going with the bus. Bro, this little turn right here.
Arriving at
This little turn
Westmore.
took 6 minutes. That is insane. I could have walked from here, over here, and up here, and I think I would have been faster than this train.
Please stand clear of the door.
Oh my God, they leave the doors open for so long. Oh, look at this. We're actually gaining some speed. We're almost going as fast as a private automobile. We're going so slow, I don't even feel the need to hang on to anything. Like, I'm just standing here. You know what else I've noticed that just seems so stupid? They always have the stations at the opposite end of a traffic light. So instead of pulling up to the traffic light and doing the station at the same time, instead we have to stop for the red light, go through the light, stop at the station, and then go again, making it even slower. Let's see how many seconds it takes for the doors to close once they open.
Please stand clear of the door.
Oh damn, that one was instant. Okay, we're improving. The line is slowly improving as we go along.
Stevenson Station.
This station is like right next to the other one. Like, we stopped at a station, we went through an intersection, we're stopping at another one. Bro, that was literally like maybe 45 seconds between the two stations. This feels like such an unattractive route too. Like, we're just in the middle of 3-lane strode, which means you have to like cross this giant road in order to even get to the stations. There's like nothing in the surrounding area. Like, look at this, we're pulling up to a station here. There's nothing here. Like, I feel like it would be better to have it maybe elevated so you don't have to cross the street to get to it. You can avoid the street altogether and not have to be on the street. You know, you could run the subway through where people actually live. That is the worst sound ever.
Prochaine station. Roundtree Mills Station.
I really hope they get to improving this line. This could be a decent thing, but boy, they need to up the density near the stations. That's like number one. I mean, number one is the speed. Jesus Christ, they need to speed this thing up. Number two is the density. They need to fix that. This whole line is just surrounded by parking lots in suburbs. Like, really, this doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would they prioritize building this line over something like the Relief line, or even prioritizing different streetcar routes, like the Bathurst streetcar, giving that priority lanes, giving the Spadina streetcar the right of way? You know, there are so many things that could improve transit exponentially in the city that cost little to nothing to implement. And meanwhile, here we are sitting on this like $7 billion train going like 20 kilometers an hour, stopping at stations in the middle of goddamn nowhere. Like, look at this. This is the station. Where are we?
Prochaine station. Pearldale Station.
This is more like it. You got the dense apartment building there, dense buildings there. This is a station. And look, there's more people here too. Wouldn't you know? Yeah, that is by far the busiest station so far. All right, we're at the last station before Finch West. We might actually get there a little early. We got 5 minutes before we're scheduled to arrive. I guess it just depends on how slow it goes into the tunnel, right? We're only 117, so we're still on schedule. And then from there, I believe we gotta go north at 117. If we gotta wait 4 minutes for the one after, that's fine. Either way, we're still making good time. We're 3 hours into it so far. 3 hours, 3 minutes, 8 seconds. We're nearly 2/3 of the way there. This is fun. Well, we are going very slowly through this intersection. You know, I think next time it might be faster to just get off, stop early, and then run to this station, then get on line 1. So we got to do a little backtracking once we get there. We're going to take line 1 up to Vaughan to hit all those stations, and then come back down all the way around through the U and back up again, all the way to Finch Station. And then once we get to Finch, we got to go back down 2 stops to get to line 4. We go across line 4, and we're done. We're really early. We're like 3 minutes early. We could catch that early train. 2 minutes. Okay, looks like we gotta run again. They're not leaving anything behind. Okay, 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes. I don't know where we need to go. Let's see, transit connections left. Okay, gotta come through here. Get it in. Line 1 to the right. Oh, just down here. I hear it coming. Oh, I hear it. I hear it. Oh, we're gonna make it. Come on. This better be the right train. Oh, which way are you going? Are you going to Vaughan? It says Vaughan up there. I might have to take a guess here. No, that says southbound. We're going north. This is it. I saw a sign on the other side that said southbound. So we made it. Holy crap.
Line 1, North Vaughan.
All right.
Please stand clear of the doors.
It's the first big clutch moment of the run. We're a train early. We're ahead of schedule. That's insane. This is the TTC. I like these new maps that they've installed here, the sideways ones. Makes it much easier for tourists to understand where they're going. I like it a lot, and they still got the old map up here too. So here's the plan going forward. What I'm hoping happens here when we get to Vaughan, we pull into the terminal station, and across from us on the other platform, there's going to be another train that departs sooner than this one. A lot of times what they'll do is when this train pulls in, they'll close the doors of the other train, and that train's going to leave. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they don't close those doors fast enough, and we can get off the train, run to the other side, doors closed, and we're on our way. We're just chilling here for like 2 hours after that, doing this whole line 1. It is a massive subway line. It's the busiest subway line in North America, the single busiest subway line in North America. I love these trains too, how they're open gangway. You can see all the way to the end. This is one of the first major cities in the world to have open gangway subways like this. I think Paris beat us by a few years, but this is some pretty new technology. All right, we're going a little slow through this part, giving me flashbacks to Finch West. That line was atrocious, man. That is unacceptable how slow that was. I can see why so many people are complaining about line 6. I experienced it firsthand and I can confirm it is terrible. But it really shouldn't cost that much to fix, you know? There's a problem with the switches, I understand, which is why they go so slowly when they're going up or downhill, because the tracks switch, and apparently they can only go like 5K an hour through those switches. Stupid. This is a brand new line opening in 2025. Why are we slowing down so much for switches? Like, we didn't slow down for switches back when New York made their subway 100 years ago. What are we doing here? It's just really poorly built, really shoddily built. Same with Eglinton. They spent so much money fixing that. Years and years of delays. We are at Pioneer Village, just outside of Yonge-University. I remember riding this extension of this line when it opened way back in, I think, 2019. And I remember being pretty underwhelmed with the design of it. Like, everything is so big and bombastic. Like, the stations are massive. You can kind of see here. Like, these stations are huge. And they cost so much money to build. It's like, why? Like, it's just public transit. Let's just make it utilitarian. Just put the tunnel in the ground and put a train through it. We don't gotta be so fancy. I mean, it's definitely a nice amenity, but when you have such a shitty public transit system that the TTC has, I think you would prioritize expanding the system and having better travel times than instead prioritizing how big and beautiful the station is. Because I feel like they prioritize the look of the system over the actual functionality of the system. All right, so the next station is 407, and then after that, we go up to Vaughan, and we gotta hopefully run across the platform and catch our next train, which is gonna be a long one. The map is all red. That means we're approaching our final stop. So we just gotta run across and hope we make it in time. I hope it's there. Oh, there's no train on the other side. Oh, it already left. All right, well, I guess we're staying put here. When does this train leave? Okay, south to Union, 1 minute. Okay, that's fine. It's not as exciting as running to the train on the other end of the platform, but this will do. Okay, let's get comfy. Let's find a good spot to sit. We're gonna be going this way, so I'm gonna sit my ass down right here in the middle of the train. These chairs aren't that comfortable. I'm not really looking forward to this part. This is the endurance section of the run. How much time has it been? 3 hours, 18 minutes. The previous record, actually, before they added all the new lines, was 3 hours, 20 minutes. So we're getting pretty close to the old record before they opened the 2 new lines. There's another train there. The arrow's pointing at the other train, saying that that's the next train. You see that? That's the next departure. I'm just gonna stand here and run if that train leaves. Dude, I'm scared. It says that's the next train. Dude, I'm ready. Why would it point to the train over there? This was the first one that approached. Right. I mean, it's only a 2-minute difference, but I'd rather be early. That's us. That's us. We chose the right train. That arrow is a liar. All right, so we are going to be on this ride till 2:44, and it is 1:21.
407.
So
Highway 407 station.
about an hour, 20 minutes.
Will go transit.
About the length of a Scooby-Doo movie. We'll be sitting here.
Transfer from line 6 Finch West.
All right, we're back down to
Doors
Finch West
will open
now.
on the left.
Still another hour and 10 minutes to go. We're at the outdoor part of line 1 now. Here's the Wilson yard. That's where they keep most of the trains. Damn, that's a huge yard.
Arriving at Wilson Station. Doors.
Arriving at Wilson Station. This is actually such a nice station. I don't know why, it makes me nostalgic. It's got like a nostalgic feel to it. Nostalgic vibes. Okay, let's plan this all out while we're still above ground. South Union Station. We are scheduled to arrive at Finch at 2:43. And then from 2:43, we need to come back down from there. There's one at 2:43, look at that. So we might be able to run across the platform and get that again. If not, it's gonna be 2:47, just 4 minutes later. Not a huge deal. We're at 3 hours, 38 minutes right now. I really just wanna be below 5 hours. I think that's gonna set a good time. That's gonna be hard to beat. I got my fingers crossed we haven't hit any delays. Literally everything has been on time. We have been extremely lucky this run. The only thing that could have made it better was getting that earlier Finch West train, but that was borderline impossible. So let's hope there's no delays and the slow zones are not that slow. Cheers. So this is where we were earlier on line 2 when we were going across. So essentially we've just gone in a massive loop for the past 2 hours. No real slowdown so far. Everything's on schedule. We have officially entered the line 1U. This is my favorite station in the whole system here. I love all the fake artifacts and pillars and stuff. It's really cute. What the hell was that noise? All right, we're going really slowly through this part here. and it is not on the slow zone map. So I don't know why we're going so slow. Maybe there's just a train right in front of us or something. Hopefully this doesn't affect the run too much. And again, we're setting the record, so we're gonna get it no matter what. I just don't want someone else to get it a week later.
Queen's Park Station. Doors will open.
We're
on
at
the
Queen's
left.
Park Station, so we're right under Doug Ford right now. I feel like this is the least busy train I've ever been on line 1 in downtown Toronto at any time of day. Another good reason not to do this challenge at rush hour. You get a lot of space. All right, I finished my Coca-Cola. I wonder if I could like run to a garbage bin before the
Please
doors
stand
close.
clear of the doors.
Oh God, that's pretty risky. I feel like I'll have a better chance closer to the back of the train. Let's see, is there a garbage bin anywhere nearby? Yes, there is. Made it.
Arrival. Union Station.
We've made it to the bottom of the U. Now we gotta go all the way back up on the other side. I've heard a lot of people say Union Station has some of the most depressing public transportation artwork in the world. It's really weird. I wonder why they decided to do that. We're at Bloor-Yonge now. The busiest subway station in Canada, by far. Visited by over 500,000 people daily. That's almost the population of Hamilton, all visiting one subway stop every day. I remember this station used to be so crammed. There's footage of people like post-COVID, like nearly falling onto the tracks because of how incredibly crammed that station was. Just leaving Eglinton now, so I think we got about 5 or 6 stops before we gotta do a cross-platform transfer back down. We are 4 minutes 21 into the run. What time are we supposed to arrive? Okay, the time on my schedule is arriving at Finch at 2:43, and we are currently scheduled to make it by 2:43. Okay, so we are on time still, despite the fact that we were going pretty slow there through the U. We get there at 2:43, and then we start heading back down. I think it's 2:43 as well. Yeah, right there. So hopefully we make that. If not, it's only 3 minutes, not the biggest deal. I'll still be happy with our time, as long as it's under 5 hours. I really want it to be under 5 hours. Just as I was getting excited, we suddenly are going incredibly slow through this part, and oh. Okay, I guess that makes sense.
Once again, we are experiencing a delay southbound at College Station due to emergency not activated. Response personnel are en route. We'll provide you more information as well.
Southbound.
Trains are
Okay.
holding southbound at College Station. Every response to an emergency alarm activation. Response personnel has been dispatched.
We're good. They're stopping all trains at College Station, which we just passed about 20 minutes ago. So we got extremely lucky. Doesn't seem like the delays are gonna affect us too much, although we are going very slowly through this spot here, and I don't think this is a slow zone. I did hear they're doing construction on this line like overnight, so they're shutting it down early at like 10 or 11 p.m. Yeah, we're supposed to be at Finch at 2:43, and it is 2:42, and we're 3 stops away, so that's not happening. We're not even gonna arrive at Sheppard for another 2 minutes. And then we arrive at Finch at 2:51. Okay, this is like the biggest delay of our run so far. 2:51, if we were to go back down, there is a train at 2:51 and then 2:55. So again, with the 4 minutes. So hopefully we can get to Sheppard Yonge right here, quickly go up 2 stops, go down 2 stops, across the way through line 4, and we're done. Sheppard Yonge, we're gonna be coming back here in about 10 minutes. My bladder has not been my friend on this run, I tell you what. Oh, we're stopping. Please no.
Please stand clear of the doors.
Were the doors not closed?
Please stand clear of the doors.
Oh my God, I thought we were glitching out for a second. All right. Oh, my bladder. Gotta get ready to run across just in case. Let me check our time. We're gonna arrive at 2:49. Only a 5-minute delay. I'm so happy I'm ending this run at a mall. so I can immediately get off and take a pee. There it is, all red yet again. And this time on the other side. It is 2:49, which means we've got, oh, it's 2:50, it just changed. There's the, oh my God, there it is. Okay, we are going to have to run across. Stop right here, stop right here, stop right here. No, no, no. I'm gonna make this. Easy. Easy money. This should leave right now.
Please stand clear of the doors.
Oh, perfect. What a great way to end it. Okay, we take this 2 stops down. What time have we got? 4:40. So we should be under 5 hours. Should be. Unless there's any big delays or slowdowns on line 4. I think we've got it. Hey, look, it's all green again. We have been to every single subway station in the TTC system except for 4. 105 out of 109.
Arriving at North York Center.
So we arrive at 2:53. Okay, 2:53. 8 minutes. Oh, really? It's that long? Damn.
Next station,
Okay.
Sheppard, Yonge.
So it looks like we're in no rush. If there's a washroom, I could probably use it. Even though I think I'm gonna hold it for them all. This is a very short line, doesn't take long. Okay, that's weird. So we should finish this in 4 hours, 55 minutes. If everything goes according to plan.
Sheppard Yonge Station. Transfer for line 4, Sheppard, and go transit.
I'm gonna be fast just in case there's a train down there waiting for me that the transit app isn't seeing. But we shall see. We're finally getting off of line 1. After nearly 2 hours. Let's go. Yup.
Line 1.
Okay, yeah, we're good. That's the platform right up there. I love this mural here. This is one of my favorite murals in the whole TTC because it looks kind of pixelated if you're up close like this, but if you move back, it just looks like a regular picture. Oh, I like this side more. It's got like a river on it. There should be more pixel art for public art, I believe. Strongly. I strongly believe that. I'm just gonna keep walking around. I have to pee so damn bad. It's only been like 2 hours. I have the weakest bladder on earth, I swear. 7 minutes. There's no way it's gonna be 7 minutes. It says 1 minute. We'll just have to wait and see. Let's do some reflection while we wait for the train. This was a lot of fun. I was expecting to be super bored, agitated near the end because I'm just sitting on public transit for not just the 5 hours that this challenge has been taking place, but I also took me 2 hours on public transit to actually get here. But overall, I feel pretty good. That was a lot of fun. That was pretty cool. The sightseeing, all the different parts of Toronto, but also experiencing the new lines. The pretty decent line 5 and the awfully slow line 6. That line truly is terrible. I don't know what the hell were they doing when they were building that thing. Why is it so slow? That is unacceptable. But overall, this was a fun time, and if anyone ends up beating my record, I'm sure I'll be back here. They're saying there's delays on the line. It's probably why there's this big 10-minute gap. It's only fitting that the final train of the run is absolutely packed. All right, I'm starting to get worried we might not be able to do this under 5 hours. This is not good. Okay, what time is it? Thinking I'm gonna arrive. Should be here in a minute. Arrives at Don Mills at 3:11. Oh my God. Are we really doing this in 5 hours, 1 minute? I'm gonna be so, better be an express train. Let's skip a couple stops. I don't even see it coming. It's 0 minutes away. I have no visual. Bro, that's the wrong side. There's people on it too. What is that?
There's a delay on line 4, which will make.
Oh my God, what the hell is going on? Bro, the train never stops there. See, the train's supposed to come in on that side, come in, and then pull out. So I don't know why there's a train way over there. I don't know why there's a train on the other side. Nothing is making sense. and it is killing my run. This is insane. This is an insane delay to end it on. We're at 4:54. There's no way we're doing this under 5 hours. Sub 5 is dead. I'm officially calling sub 5 dead. Look at all these people waiting here. We're gonna be crammed in like sardines on the last leg. How long has it been? What time did we arrive here? 2:53 or something? Oh my God. Why aren't we moving? We are finally
Next
moving.
station, Bayview. Bayview Station. Doors will open on the left.
Time 4:58.
Arriving at Don Mills. Don Mills Station. Line 4 to Don Mills.
There we go. 5 hours, 6 minutes, 31 seconds. That is the new TTC speedrun record. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed in that ending. Everything was going so smoothly, no delays whatsoever. Just till at the very end, when we had that line 1 delay by 5 minutes, and then of course the massive 10+ minute delay on line 4. If someone else wants to be the first person to get a sub 5, go for it. We were scheduled to arrive after 4 hours, 45 minutes, took 5 hours, 6 minutes. That's 21 minutes that you could shave off. Okay, I need to find a washroom right now before I burst. All right, we did it. We did it. 5 hours, 6 minutes, and 31 seconds. I have set the new record for the TTC speedrun. Rather disappointed we didn't get under 5 hours. That would have been really nice, but line 4 just had to screw us right in the ass at the end there, didn't it? If that delay hadn't happened right on the final train, we would have easily made it, probably 2 or 3 minutes under. That's what happens in these speed runs. That's why it's so fun and dynamic. You never know what's gonna happen, whether or not you're gonna get a delay. Maybe you can get an earlier train. We almost got an earlier train at line 2 that one time. It's crazy to look back. Maybe if we got that line 2 train, we would have gotten the earlier line 6 train, which means we would have got an earlier line 1 train, meaning we would have been on line 4 before the delay. I doubt making that early line 2 train would have made the difference, but it's something to think about. So if you watch this video and you want to beat my record, give it a shot. There's a few things that you could do that will aid you to helping beat my record. I'll try and go in order from the most likely solution to the least likely. So the best way to beat my record is to not be delayed by line 4. Do not suffer a 10-minute delay like I did. The record is yours. There are a fair amount of slow zones, especially on line 1, that the TTC is working on to remove so that we can get full speeds across the whole system. Once the TTC removes the slow zones, that's gonna be a big bonus to help you beat my record. Line 5 and 6 don't have full transit signal priority right now, but apparently that is coming this year. So once they do get transit signal priority, my record should be pretty easily beatable. And let's hope that along with that, line 6 gets the speed boost it so desperately needs, and that alone would massively bring the time down. You could change the start time. I only looked at a couple different times to start, but if someone were to do more thorough research, maybe they can find better connections to make. I did pretty good. For the most part, we weren't waiting more than 3 minutes for a transfer the entire run. The only long transfers we had were from the bus to line 6, and then from line 1 to line 4 at the end. Maybe it's better to start from the other end, who knows? Maybe it's easier and faster if you were to start at Don Mills and do the whole thing in reverse to Mount Dennis on line 5. That's a possibility. And finally, maybe there is a better route. I don't know. I've like triple cross-checked every line and bus and everything in this city, and I'm pretty sure the route that I did today is indeed the fastest possible route. Please feel free to correct me in the comments or make your own video if you think you know a route better than mine, but this is the only one I could find where you only ride 1 bus. All the other routes I fathomed you had to ride 2, or there was a lot of backtracking that you had to do. We had to do very minimal backtracking, just those 2 times on line 1. So anyway, that is the TTC speedrun. The current record is 5 hours, 6 minutes, and 31 seconds. And now, unfortunately for me, I gotta spend another 2.5 hours on public transit to get my ass home back to Hamilton.